What's your passion and why aren't you crushing it? Hey, what's up guys? This is week 15, book 15, and this week's book is Crush It by Gary Vaynerchuk. My key takeaway this week is Gary's 3 rules. Number 1, love your family. Number 2, work super hard. And number 3, live your passion. Gary Vaynerchuk is one of YouTube's superstars. He has over 2 million subscribers. He has a successful digital empire under the VaynerX company. He transformed his father's wine business from a $3 million company to a $60 million empire. He's also written a bunch of books and he's a best-selling author and is currently worth over $200 million. It's safe to say Gary Vee knows what he's doing and he's put in the work. This idea of working really hard is a common one throughout this channel and will be moving forward because it's 100% true. There's almost nothing more important than just putting in the work. Most people just can't do it, and this is where they fail. They just look for the easy option and then they gravitate towards the middle of the pack. This is obviously not where I want to be, and if you're watching this video, I'm guessing that you don't want to be either. And as an example of this, one of my greatest idols, Dwayne Johnson, is a huge promoter of just working hard. He attributes so much of his success to his work ethic and is known as the hardest working man in Hollywood.
I work out twice before everyone wakes up. So whatever time my call time is, and I tell this to studios and directors and our producers, whatever time my call time. So my call time is at 7, then you back your clock up 4 hours, and then that's when I get up. And I'll train twice. I'll get my cardio in and breakfast, and then I'll go hit the weights. Clanging and banging, we call it. Jack and iron. I'm averaging, on a movie, I'll average probably about 5 hours of sleep.
One of the things you hear him say the most is how he is the hardest working person in the room at all times. From all this hard work, he has created in himself one of the biggest brands in the world today. At the time of posting this video, he's got 139 million followers on Instagram, the 5th biggest account on the platform, and his net worth is north of $280 million. This attitude and this work ethic is what sets these guys apart from the rest of us. While we're all sitting at home watching YouTube videos, these guys are out hustling, making deals, and putting in the work. In one of Gary Vee's videos on his huge YouTube channel, he talks about those who are playing the short game. And while they're playing that short game, he will be sitting there playing the long game.
Keep putting in the work every day. 1 is better than 0. Got to keep putting in the work, putting in the work, putting in the work. There is no quick cure. The hard work matters, and the patience is what overrides it, right? I don't need to get mines at 25. Heck, I don't need to get mines at 45. This is a long, long game. I'm very driven by the climb, right? I think being an immigrant, I guess, or just having this DNA, I don't like winning. I like losing. I like the struggle. I don't give a shit about the stuff that comes along, but the game is my drug. Like, there will never be a game over for me. There's no dollar amount. The game, the process, the climb, that is the drug that drives me. That is my oxygen. That's what I love. And so every day is gonna go by. 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. And you're gonna look for the short game. You're gonna look for that miracle algorithm. You're gonna look for that one move that's gonna change your outcome. And you're gonna continue to search and play the short game while I keep putting in the work, the hours, the long-term value, and putting in the work while everybody else is hoping and dreaming. I'm gonna be executing. You play this short game, I'll keep playing the long game. And it's time to put on a helmet and get to work.
Everyone is always too busy, can't be bothered, too lazy, whatever it is, to play the long game. They're always making some excuse why they've got to take the shortcut or play the short game rather than just putting in the work, taking your time, understanding that things take time, and playing the long game. For myself, in my line of work in hotels and hospitality throughout my career, I've always tried to play that long game. I hate making a quick win or a quick buck here just to lose it all later on. My philosophy has always been suffer now, reap the rewards later. Something that I've been telling myself since last year is that time doesn't stop for anyone. 5 years is going to go past whether you put in the work or you don't. If you put in the work, I guarantee you something will happen. If you don't put in the work, I guarantee you nothing will happen. So you may as well put in the work, give it a try, and see what happens. Because the alternative is nothing's going to happen. So by putting in that work, you will at least do something. And the harder you work, the better the outcome. For me, we're now 17 weeks through this year, and I set myself a challenge of 52 books in 52 weeks, and I've already read 21. I'm 4 books ahead of where I need to be. This is my 17th YouTube video that I've put up in 17 weeks, and although I'm not a master at Premiere, I'm still 100 times better than when I started this channel, and I'm getting better every day. And I know that it's going to take me years before I become an expert, but I'm putting in the work every day. I've been making these short 1-minute videos on my Instagram account from my daily workouts, and those have been teaching me heaps of different techniques, all sorts of stuff, just helping me cut and edit and find new ways of doing things. I've been putting in massive work at the gym too, and in the last 12 weeks I've put on about 4 kgs of lean muscle. My strength gains have been through the roof. Last year, about 6 months ago, I could barely get 1 squat at 180 kgs. Earlier today, I hit 4 sets of 5 reps at 180 kgs. I've absolutely been crushing it at the gym relative to last year and feeling so strong, so good about it, just because I've been putting in the work every day, going to the gym, day in, day out, making sure that I get those slow and steady progress and keep on putting in that work. But if I want to be real with you guys, I could be going a lot harder. There's plenty of time that I waste throughout my day. There's plenty of time that I'm watching YouTube doing fuck all, sitting on the couch. And also, I've been putting in a lot of work on the first rule of Gary Vee, and that is love your family. My relationship with Claire has gone from strength to strength this last few years. We have been ticking so many boxes and we're doing so good. We've got such a good life at the moment, and our future prospects look amazing. We're really happy with the trajectory that we're on, both as a relationship, but also just as a partnership through life and dominating everything that we do together. And the support and the strength that Claire shows me is what keeps my drive up, is what keeps me going and keeps me ambitious. But in saying that, every day I just try to do a little bit more. That's all it is, just a little bit more every day. I'm giving a little bit more to my team at the hotel, trying to help them develop and become the best leaders that they can possibly become. Every day I try to give a little bit more in researching my books for these videos and trying to understand them just a little bit more so I can give a little bit more information to you guys when I put these videos together. Every day I'm watching tutorials on YouTube from people like Peter McKinnon and God knows who else, just to try, learn some new techniques to make these videos better and a bit more appealing, a bit more easy to watch. And every day I try to edit and tweak my workout videos just a little bit differently every day to see what works, what doesn't, and try and make them a little bit more entertaining for my Instagram account. From that, I'm learning a whole bunch of different techniques, a whole bunch of different skills on how to use Premiere Pro, how to record, how to take videos, what settings to use on the camera, etc., etc. So, just these little tweaks every day to try and learn more and more until I can master the techniques. And every day I push myself just that little bit harder at the gym. Maybe an extra rep, an extra 2 kgs, an extra set, whatever it is, just that little bit extra every day to just keep on progressing. This drive and this work ethic that this book talks about that you need leads on to the third and final rule, which is live your passion. Living your passion is what makes getting up and putting in that work that much easier. This is where the saying, find something you love doing and you'll never work a day in your life comes from. But I am skeptical when people talk about this, because what people don't realize is that just because you do what you love doesn't mean that there isn't work involved. There is shit ton of work to do. You have to work every day. I'm doing what I love and I work my ass off every day. There's going to be parts of your dream job or your dream scenario that you just don't like, that you just don't want to do. But that's the trick. You've got to push past that little plateau. When you get past that, you'll get past 99% of everyone else. They're back there, back in mediocrity, doing fuck all. And you're past that point and you've gone a little bit further. And if you keep at that, you will succeed. But then I guess, how do you motivate yourself to keep on working hard and pushing past those barriers? Well, like I said previously, you need to create habits. Habits are the way of overcoming willpower and your weaknesses. I know that I'm lazy. and I have a short supply of willpower. I would happily sit on the couch watching YouTube, eating shit food all day if I was allowed. And that's almost where I was a couple years ago. And the way I overcome that was building habits. And that started with morning and night routines. The morning routine is by far the most important. It helps you kick off your day and get through the bulk of the day doing all the things you're supposed to do before your willpower suffers. My morning routine starts off at 5 a.m. when I get up. I have a quick pre-workout and my smoothie. Then at 6 a.m. I'm at the gym and I'm there till 7. While I'm at the gym, I'm listening to my Audible. I got it on 2x speed so I can get through twice the book in the time. Then I'm back home, showered, protein shake, and off to work. Once I get to work, I'm smashing out all the hardest work early in the morning. All the stuff I don't want to do later on, I'm knocking that out straight away. 9 o'clock comes around, morning briefing with the team. After morning brief, if I've still got more work to do, I'll go back to it. But by that stage, my team's in, they all need me, and that's their time. So I try to do what I can from 9 to 12 with any interruptions that I might have through my team needing something from me. After lunch, my willpower supplies have completely dropped. And so from this point, instead of doing things that I don't want to do, I stick to the things I want to do. And for me, a lot of that is working with my team. But my goal this year is to keep on building up those habits so that by the end of this year or maybe next year, I'm doing 16 hours a day of productive stuff. That's the goal. I might never get there, but that's my goal. 16 hours a day being productive, 8 hours sleeping. In saying all of this, at the end of the day, it comes down to putting in the work. And most people just can't do it. It's okay if you can't. To crush it isn't for everyone. To be honest, the world and the economy isn't set up for all of us to crush it. Most of you watching this video right now, you won't be able to crush it. Shit, I might not be able to crush it, but I'm gonna give it a goddamn hot go. And every day, I'm gonna put in a little bit more work and try to get there.
John, what up, man? It's Gary Vee. Listen, when you're 23, society's trying to tell you have to figure it out, but I got a big news for you. No 23-year-old had it figured the fuck out either. Like, you got lots of time. I think the next 7 years is a good time to go high risk, high reward. Like, just live humble. The only reason kids get caught is you want to buy dumb shit to impress other people. If you don't buy dumb shit, then you can do anything. Go taste things, go figure out what you like to do, because the level of hard work it takes to actually be successful is a lot easier when you actually like something. And the reality is, too many people are fucking lazy because they want it too fast. So you need to figure out something you actually like, so you put in the hours, because nothing great comes easy.
Yay. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If for some reason you haven't watched any Gary Vee before, jump on his channel. Awesome channel. He's got so much great content on there. Read his book. And next week's book is Leaders Eat Last by Simon Sinek. This is sort of part 2 to his Start With Why book. Really great book. So we'll get into that next week. Otherwise, thanks for watching, guys. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and you'll catch next week's video when it comes out. Cheers, guys. See you later.